Ah, the woods, the home of the woodland creatures. What fine creatures will we go out and murder for experience today? No one knows. If I'm not mistaken, I have needs for the next White Mage quest. Gum drumstick. There is much work to be done. Cure 3. Sheila, I owe you an apology. When last we spoke, I promised you that I would find a way to convince my brother to accept you, but I fear he intently refuses to heed my words. He's a dick. Why, the more I try to reason with him, the more he shuts his ears to me. All pride, no common sense that I can scarce believe we are kin. So intent is he to prove that you are unneeded that he dashed out into the forest all alone, boasting that he would placate every last elemental and save the forest all by himself. I'll do it alone! Better than anyone else could! Meh. Needless to say, such a task is beyond his powers. He's a bit of a loser. There's part of me that would like nothing more than to see the foolish boy learn his lesson, and yet, as a sister, I fear for him. Oh, that's so kind of you, not wanting him to die as your brother. Would you go after him, Sheila? Seed or no, he is in many ways still a child, and the forest grows ever more unsafe these days. You yourself, you seem like you're perfectly fine. I'm not worried about you. My brother, oh my gosh. I thought to go myself, but I'm real busy here looking at nothing. If you were to save my brother from his own recklessness, perhaps he might finally see how famous, fatuous? I cannot speak the English language. He has been. As I spoke with him, he announced his intention to begin his efforts in the Brambler Patch. Then you'll curious to see him there. Now please go with haste. Please, save my brother from his stupidity. You're his only hope. Somebody wants you dead, fool. The hunting log demands blood. It shall not be satisfied until you are all dead. hunting log. Entirely more bristle greens. Turns out being overleveled and synced down is the real secret to getting a high DPS healer. Chopping down them trees. Ah, who needs to be a lumberjack? Take down trees by hitting stones. And okay. Yes! Flee from me, tree monsters! I am your reckoning. Oh. And now I am someone else's reckoning. They say that the swamp has, mosquitoes the size of cats, but I don't think they're being literal. Harumph. This is my sister's favorite adventurer. Adventurer well, you can march right back to my sister and tell Mom I'm doing just fine. I am only, I'm resting here. Clearly resting. Yeah. Even if I were hurt and unable to placate this tree, what could a run-of-the-mill adventurer like you do about it? Huh? Nothing. Just go on, crying home to mommy. That's how you do it. I know this tree is corrupted because it's got a floating particle effect around it. That makes it evil. Trees sparkle when they're good, right? You know, maybe if you combed your hair out of your eyes, you'd be able to actually see and do your job. Heh, beginner's luck. You think healing a sapling or two is going to convince me that you are a worthy inheritor of the teachings of Master Ator. Harun, you yourself do not believe those words. Sister, what are you doing here? Seeing to my pig-headed brother's safety. What do you think I'm doing here? For better or worse, it would appear that you suffer only from bruises to your leg and your pride. And also, you've lost your hand. I can heal that later. Harun, for all of your obstinacy, I know that deep down you are no fool. You are simply a pig-headed moron. No, you are wise beyond your years. You realize as well as I the dire fate that will befall Gridania if we do not quell the Great Wind's fury and restore peace to the woods. The adventure is not Pajai, that is true. But what of it? Would you blindly trumpet tradition as the very forest turns against us and brings ruin to our home? We have a greater calling to answer. You know this. I do, sister. We must be the whitest of white people in white robes. Oh, my dear Harun, what are sisters for if not to forgive their little brothers' fits of folly? Now, Sheila, I believe the most important task of all still awaits us. Let us return to Camp Tranquil. Are we gonna do the thing? Hey, can I bum a ride with you? No? Damn. Why does no one ever bring me along to where we're going? My character must not shower very often. Wait, that's probably true. I'm not going with you. You smell like chocobo. And singed everything. Sheila, thank you. I know it was only a matter of time before a room came around to reason, and yet his hesitance to accept you was not entirely unfounded. You're kind of a dick. When we first met, I promised that one day I would share with you the tale of how white magic came to be regarded as a forbidden art. Well, I suppose as good as telling you as any. Tale begins some 3 millennia ago, in the 5th astral era. So the 6th astral era year was like, what, 5 years ago? And the 5th was several thousand years ago. It was a time of endless frost, when a barren wasteland of snow and rime stretched as far as the eye could see. Food was scarce, warmth scarcer. Historians told many a great tale of those who died in their beds, starving and benumbed. So did our ancestors discover magic, born out of the most fundamental instinct, survival. In time, the winter thawed. Magic was no longer essential for survival, and once awakened to its conveniences, there was no return to how things once were. Ere long, the people discovered all the myriad ways in which magic could be employed, and civilization flourished. But prosperity breeds contempt. Nations warred for power and riches. So did the people seek greater and greater power to rain destruction down upon their enemies. So was born black magic. You're not a black mage, are you? No, I swear. Most devastating form of sorcery the world has seen. At the same time, another form of magic emerged, brought forth by those who would keep this immense destructive power in check. That is white magic. Our magic. Don't go messing with those black mages. They're bad people. Does this surprise you? Just as there has been dawn without... There says there can be no dawn without the night. The white and black are but two sides of the same coin. War raged on. Magic was used and abused with little concern for the consequences. Consequences there were. Unchecked use of magic soon dried the flow of aether, threatening to burn, to bring blight to the land. The magic of healing made little difference. Fused with no concern for the aether, our magic could prove as ruinous to lands and most devastating black mage spells. And so it was that the practice of white mage was forbidden, with one exception. The Witch Eye. Arcane was entrusted with the sole shepherd of our now forbidden art, to serve as healers and bringers of peace, while ensuring that this great power would never again be misused. Though he is still young, Harum feels his profound sense of responsibility as strongly as any of us, thus his hesitance to accept you. But having seen your abilities and the sincerity of your intentions, you can rest assured his doubts have been dispelled. The three of us united in peace and purpose, your skills ever growing. The day that we may perform the quieting draws near. To our fortune, the Great One has yet to be entirely consumed by fury, but our time remains short. To commune with the Great One and restore the 12 woods to its former state of harmony, we must truly be one at heart, one of mind, one of soul. It's to this end that Ato and Chat has guided you to us. Following your mastery of our art, Sheila, let us mend the wounds and endless exposition. I guess that one costs slightly more. Anywho. There aren't any dirty black mages around, are there? Oh my gosh! Actually, I don't need to go here at all. I need to go to the other place where black mages hide out. Where was that exactly? is by the Miners Guild or the Weavers Guild. Let me weave you a story. Hello there. There's a test to strengthen your concentration with the black magic. Sheila, I see in your eyes the look of a woman prepared to take on the daunting responsibility of the black mage. There are few who know of our existence, even among those versed in the ways of magic. You will not even find a mention of us in all but the most esoteric of tasks. And the secrets of dark arts lie encrypted here within the forbidden library of this sacrament. Master himself deciphered and read the text some hundred years past. It is said the first of our kind were to be favored by Nathal, and it was he who entrusted them with the duty of sealing the Void Gate. As you well know, the power of black magic lies in its great potential for destruction. The slightest errancy in this use may give rise to the most tragic of disasters. At the disappearance of the black mage from Erosia, Master said only, "We must not repeat the errors of the past." Master made known to me what it is you must do next. Listen to his words now. The land has drunk deep of the blood you spilled, and by this act, 3 souls of 3 races of Thalin have come. The fires of our order once burned black and full, yet long ago they were left to wane and very nearly died. These 3 souls are the keepers of the embers that remain of all that we now are. In the hands of one who will usher our return, the Gem of Chateau, testimony of our creed will shine with new light, and by that light, the 3 keepers will made your allies. An Amaja by the name of Kasagonchan awaits at the Burgundy Falls in the east of Thalian. Go to him. Beep. Message ended. That is all. Though not in the fact that Amajan are sworn enemies of Ul'dan. I'm sure you won't get killed too horribly. It is not your place to question Master's will. It is his will. It is the will of Nathalin himself. Go forth, Black Mage, and see the Void Gate sealed. And if you die, I get your hat. I think it might be shorter to ride from where I was. But it's cheaper just to go to Cap Drybell. Must be hard to do laundry as Black Mage. Everything's black. You mix in like your socks or something, everything turns gray. Terrible. Of course, black goes with everything, so it wouldn't be hard to accessorize. Oh, somebody wants you dead. go, go, go. Move, 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 move. It's a very, very ugly whatever that is. Okay. So Three Stooges are here. Welcome, Lafar, chosen of Quickham and bearer of the Gem of Chateau. By the gem's power do our paths cross once more. At last, the time spoken of in the prophecy has come. Yet I know nothing of she who would guide us. Come, tell me your name. Shadow Zulu. I am Kesgan Chan, sorcerer of Amajan. As were my forebears, I am the fourth in my line to walk this path, which brings me now to this land. As you well know, my kind bear the scorn of Rodan. It is for that reason that I must remain here, far from the city walls. Great power this one has, but enough is it, Squach. Keskar is terrifying to behold, yes he is, but he is both wise and kind, good, warm, kind. These are my brethren, the Black Sheila, and now they are yours as well. Before you stand Ixel, Dorza Moloch, of the 269th Order Medation of the He's a kobold, okay? Shut up. You have fed the aether currents with the blood of fiends. But the Gem of Chateau radiates as it does, and your presence is proof of these deeds and a sign of what is it to be done. It falls to me to bear witness to your awakening, to pass on the knowledge entrusted to me. Know that you must face death before your purpose can be fulfilled. Well, I died a couple of times, so I think it's alright. It is the Silent King in Western Thalian that you must journey next. There too lies a planar fissure, and there too must you slake the ground's thirst with the blood of the fiends which surge forth from it. Fear not, each of us shall journey to the Silent King, and there convene once more. Seek out first Ixel Dozak Milok, and for your path is destined to first cross with his. When the deed yet is done, the Gem of Chateau shall shine. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Do the same thing you did before, only doubly so. We're good at making quests. Squawk! Squawk, 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 squawk. Sorry. Close, planar fissure. Strong black magic you need. You close, then come to Dozak Melek once more. Squawk! I'm sure this will end well. Oh yeah. Cold blood of a creature not of this world. For some unknown reason, the humors were not congealed. Done. Squawk! As I can't spoke true. Black is strong in Sheila. You go now. Go see Dazu. I go now too. I go away into nothingness. Luckily, Nexai is very close by. How convenient. Also, how convenient that they get to use this area one more time. Utilize the planar fissure. Rift, tear, fissure. Use the power within you to seal it. My contribution to this quest is small, but important. I tell you, use blood on fissure. Unlike what you did before, which was use blood on fissure. Completely different. And I get the feeling of deja vu. So basically they clean up after themselves. They pop through, you use their blood, and then you're done. Leaving only the fresh scent of pine. Oh, and also the coppery smell of blood. Here's a chicken for told. Your choice, you must return to him now. Yes, yes. Return to tell Kasa-chan the deed is done. Indeed. Ended. Over. Done. Finished. Finito. Final. Gone. End of line. Done. Once more, it's very convenient that he just so happens to have followed me over here. Was watching this whole time from the stone like a creepy pervert. You have done well, Sheila, as I know you would. Come, it's time now to return to Burgundy Falls. I shall teleport there through the ether. You, on the other hand, must walk there. Walk? Walking's for suckers. I'll teleport too. And I'll do it at reduced price. And so it was foretold. The epic quest in which you would kill some eyeball guys and use their blood on portals. Truly, truly an epic quest. The bard shall tell tales about how you used fire 4 times and killed the eyeball monster. Zulu of the Black, return to me victorious. I returned to you earlier victorious. Why do we need to be here? Gemma Chaton breathes rightly. You are indeed the heiress to a dark and ancient power, as Quickland foretold. I am reminded of a prophecy of my great-grandfather uttered so long ago. The sun shall also rise. When 4 magi meet in a barren land, black powers of eld woven by their hand shall see the fate of wickedness made spark, and the path to light shall be lit by dark. The black powers of Eld requires no explanation. You know that wickedness refers to the evil birthed by the void. Or possibly our black magic, I don't really care. Then the seal holding the Vulgate shut will father and fail about and beyond doubt. Yet your deeds speak of determination and ability, and in them I spy hope. I have learned all of you that I must. I bestow upon you the knowledge kept in by my line. Here and now, I speak an oath to discard old grudges. By our powers combined, we are captain. No, wait, that's something. I'm sorry. The Void Gate will be sealed anew. You have brought this old Amazon must hope. Few believe the words of my great-grandfather. He was mocked and ridiculed. They called him fat and short-horned. It's a terrible insult. Worst ignored. Yet your coming has fulfilled the prophecy he spoke. Sheila, the dark magic courses through you shares a deep bond with the Void Gate. Should that portal be cast open, you will come to great peril. Either that or you'll be the Queen of Evil. Either way, pretty terrible. Temper yourself in both mind and body. When you are ready, return to this land and seek me once more. Then, and only then, will I speak to you of the next task. Gain 5 more levels, otherwise no deal. Your spells are cold as ice. Less powerful, but it binds. And also, it's a big area of effect. Are you level 45 yet? No. Don't be level 45 to save the world, damn it. Let's see if I can find a higher level staff. Current staff is level 28, which is pretty outdated. Shoes I am, madam. You brought me peach confetti. Okay. War 40 to 49. I'm not quite level 41. 2. I don't really want to do that. I can equip that though. Yes, it is much better. Gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I want it. And you may have all of these things that I have to sell, which are actually few and far between. And none of these are better than what I have. I guess that is. It's better. Seems like it don't make a significant difference is all. Well, with that done, let's see if I can maybe not get completely killed this time. Rather, kill the thing faster so that the other guy doesn't get killed. That guy is not dressed for this weather. It was a terrible plan! We're going the wrong direction too! More seals than I thought I had. Button. Riding across the frozen tundra on my chicken mobile. No particular place to go. Wind in my hair, wind in my face, frostbite nipping at my nose. feel like I've wandered into Silent Hill. Everything's all foggy. Why do I gotta fight him in an instant? Why can't I just fight him outside of it? I can skip cutscenes! Boy, do I wish that I could kill him faster. That hit. Didn't hit, did it? Dick. Ah, run away, run away, run away! Don't stand in the fire! Ow. Foolish mortals! I cannot be killed! Ugh. Oh, it's gonna hurt in the morning. That's gonna hurt in the morning. Ugh. My glamours dispelled. They were so glamorous. Your plan lies in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they may be your last. I did it for the Nookie. You may not recall that many Ishgarians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. Can we chop his head off? Like right now? Apparently he wasn't that hurt. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within Stone Vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, White Ruin Front shall fall. Dick. Spit on him. Spit on him. Defiant to last. Leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves not better. But first, strip him, and then put silly marks on his face in black pen. Sheila, I must apologize for involving you in this sword affair. You should have never been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you were reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at White Brim Front, and bring your associates. What associates? I have friends? Why did no one ever tell me I have friends? Ah! Everything wants to kill me. And there's a passing man in a giant mech. Hello, John Man in giant mech. Where have you been, Sheila? False Inquisitor has been slain. False Inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, he was. There was always. Bleh. His was a tale always meant to end in bloodshed. Blah blah blah. But you have overcome the latest of the long lines of unfortunate impediments. I would ask that you not revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. But you can't start that quest until level 41. But hey, at least I'm not in a situation where I get halfway through the quest before finding out that, nope, can't turn it in. You're that Sheila, aren't you? Well met, well met. Give us a hand. One of the dragoons has fallen clean off the cliff. He lives! Praise the Fury. We should tell him. We could tell that much from the top. Our brother knight stayed behind on the cliffs and awaits a coil of rope. See here? See here, can you go to the keep for the rope and deliver it therein? I'm for the infirmary. Can't possibly do that myself, even though it's an emergency, and I can't possibly have anyone else here who's not doing anything to it. There's my knight in shining armor. Even though it's not shining, and I don't know if he's actually a knight. What do you want? Bring the rope for the rescue? Excuse my curtness, I have been stymied at every turn in helping my brother knight. It's made me forget my courtesy. But with both our coils tied end to end, it may just be long enough. Throw the end of it down to him. Fury, help us. It will not fall. The wind blows it out of reach yet again. What are we to do? Jump down with it? Sure. So you jumped down a cliff. On purpose. I certainly respect that. You are a woman of plan. You do have a plan, don't you? Nope. Here, take this rope and jump down with it. Rope? High wind? This rope will hang straight with the weight of a man upon it. So we shall both climb back and over the precipice. So, can I use the rope to get back, or do I just jump to my death? It'll take me a while to complete the climb. I hope you don't mind the wait. Seriously, I don't see any way to get back. I'm so stuck. Whatever shall I do? No, seriously, there's no way back. I don't even know if I can jump down the cliff from here. Don't think so. And Drumstick falls to his horrible death. Oh no, he's got 2 broken chicken legs. They were fingerlingling good. Unhurt, was he? Infirmary will be relieved to hear it. Always short of something they are. Charge kill us for our venturing out for too long. I say Sodom. I send reinforcements and threaten to denounce any knight who asks for them. The way I see it, a good venturer is worth more than words. Blah 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 blah. I cannot equip that yet. Oh noes. So, besieged by the mighty Rat King. We've got a rat problem. And if nothing's done about it now, we shall soon have a supply problem and a plague problem. We're no more content with the kitchen. Blah blah blah. There's no more content with the. They're no more content with the kitchen than the pot boy is. Blah, 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 blah. Beating our scraps, I want to guess in our meager feast. See if you can't have a look around and roust up a few soil. Blah, 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 blah. Search for signs of rats. Okay. Here, let me just get out my flute so I can call the rats. Come to me, rats, for I am your master now. It's a big rat, I have to admit. Nuts! Rotten vegetables. The worst crime of them all. Rats! Ugh. Smells like burnt garbage. Ugh. Rotten pumpkins? Not on my watch. Freeze! Chill out. Good and well, as few of the vermin to good larder. The remaining are too numerous, however. There must be a large nest somewhere down below. Kill the king rats, and the common rats will lose heart. Something both we and the dragons know well. Track the rats as well as I can. They look to slip outside as often as not. There must be an opening that leads to the nest, somewhere outside the stronghold. That shit's marked on my map. It's a very small rat's nest. Oh. It's a big rat. I'll get you, you dirty rat. Aha! Fear my thunderclap. Good job. Have something. But I'm not quite level 41 yet. Do you have another quest? No, that quest is above me somewhere. Freezing my buns off out here. It's an ill night for patrol in this blizzard. We had a contact via link pearl. One of the parties have managed to blunder into the behemoth's domain of all places. The cold and fatigue have robbed them of nobility. I've heard it said that you are a snow wolf, knowing the cold less than other women. Well, I do cast blizzard all the time. You can get the Brandywine to patrol, then you will save lives tonight. One more thing, adventurer. Now pursue provoke the behemoth to battle. You will fail. You will die. Rescue the dragoons. This is your task for today night. Don't fight the behemoths. They are big and raid bosses. When a man loves a woman. Sorry. Adventure must answer from art, truth, and justice. Love is one of life's great adventures. Who will hear that first? You are our new protector, is that not so? I must have your help in laying something to rest. There are bodies entombed in the ice. Over there to the west. When the freeze came, folks in Falcon Nest fled. Not all of them in time. One of them was my wife. That's terrible. To search for the corpse of my beloved among those folks. I knew all my life. Is more than I can bear. I beg you to go in my stead. Here is a pick. Find her for me and bring back her ring of truth. Here's a pointy stick. Dig her frozen body out of the cold, cold ground. It's kind of dark, dude. Days of brand wine and behemoths. Hello, Dragoon. There you are. What are you doing here, you moon brain behemoth walks nearby. We cannot move. Save yourself. Oh, here's some alcohol. It'll make you feel warm. Even though it'll actually make you colder, accelerating your hypothermia and causing you to die. What's this? Held it against my lips there. Amazing. Feel my feet again. I believe. Yes, I can walk again. I can walk. I can fight. I do not see the behemoth. I would assume that it is very large, and yet it is not here. Okay, so I need to get up the cliffs, I think. I'm looking for a corpse. Have any of you seen a corpse? I see no frozen corpse up here. And I see no frozen corpse down here. Heavy torch away. Use the iron pick on the target area. So there is in fact a target area somewhere. I can climb that side, so it's back to this side. Drumstick's getting awfully cold. Pretty soon it's going to be frozen chicken. Yeah. Well, if that ice were slippery, I would have fallen down. Good thing ice is just as solid as rock. A suspicious glowing spot. That looks like a corpse to me. Tink, 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 tink. I found it. Loot the corpse. Pretend like you were never here. Good, good, good. are back so soon. Could you not find her? Yeah, I found her. Here's her ring. Her body's gonna freeze out in the snow, but you got a ring at least, I guess. Ah, this is the ring. The same I slipped on her hand when we were wed. Thank you, adventurer. You are a worker of wonders. My heart. I had not expected to see this again. The freeze came quickly into the fields of calamity, but there was as yet a narrow defile. The entire hamlet gathered at its mouth and would pass in safety. Not even half of us were there before the snowfall struck. In the confusion, her hand slipped from mine. The surge of snow and crowd carried me to this side, and she was left behind. I left her behind. When a widowed man or woman takes back the ring of troth, the dead are free to wed again in the afterlife. She was young, still and merry of heart. I would that she finds a mate again. My heart cries out to her to wait for me. How romantic. Your wife can be unfaithful in the afterlife. You saw a snow cloak, I take it. This is a settlement further west, a hamlet by the name of Falcon Nest, the other side of Snow Cliffs. Why are you people out here? This maybe has something to do with the dungeon? What? Snow Wolf indeed. You may not need the Brandywine, though, I believe. Potent as it is, it extracts a price. Patrols know that back to camp by now. They had a close call. It's been a terrible shame it would be to have had them slayed by a common thing like a behemoth. Behemoths are common? That's a bad sign. They're meant to face dragons, which are much rarer. And all these are useless to me. As I am sure you will agree, it is past time that we enter Stone Vigil. It's like you've been doing like 20 quests of useless nonsense. Come on, we got work to do here. Pray Lord Drillment a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow him. So I did 10 billion things for you, so now let me in. You owe your great attitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Gilman would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand. But you must understand, it seems too much to hope that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from this error. Now, if you've no further objection, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course. It's the very least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravonians that now hold the ruin. In part, yes. I shall explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship has been seized by the soldiers garrisoned in the stone vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say. Nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravonian foothold in Corinth, from which they have struck at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as of yet been unable to determine to drive them out. I cannot say when the situation will change, or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Drummond, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. What? We're gonna do it on our own? I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Ser Nathan of your impending visit. May Harlan guide you, Scions. Adventurer, I hear some of my brother knights have made of you a drudge. Feh. By the Fury, set your sights higher. I have for you a gallant mission. Slay the Dravonian outwatches that trample our steps. They are as dogs, crushing the Dravonians in the woodless forest of their minds. Every thought a fairy ring that vanishes by nightfall. Brandish these dragon scales with the outward blah 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 blah. Use the dragon scale in destination and slay Dravonians. Dravonian outwatchers. Well, that's on my way. Ah! Didn't know what hit him. Let me in. Hail, shield on that situation may enter a stone wheel whenever you choose. You may go through that dungeon if you want to go through that dungeon. You really, really want to go through that dungeon. Freaking minions are dead. Now do you not feel like a grown woman with honor intact? Know that you are removed one of the obstacles and we're taking the stone vigil. I like to try and send their mindless servants to the dirty work. I have to mention blah 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 blah. Yada 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 blah blah blah. Fabulous earrings. It would appear that there is someone even further up who has a quest for me. To the roof! I can get even higher up. Oh yeah! Come on. It'll be that way. I'm so close to being up on top. Ah! Fell down. I'm sure there's some sort of secret or something to be had, but I'm not sure what it is. Oh. Whoa. Can I ring the bell? Master of all I survey. Long has this bell marked the time at our keep. As you can see, it was ill used by dragons when it was silenced. As a keep not be praised for your work, adventurer, I wonder if you are an ideal candidate for this enterprise. Will you assist me in repairing the bell? We need a goodly amount of metal, and arms damaged in battles are in plentiful supply. Yet 'twould not do for one dragoon to ask another for his arms. Will you collect them and take them to the smith? I'll probably survive. You want what? Oh, to repair the bell. Looking out well, we call its pearl. Parl. I was still falling off chocobos in the dragon cleft. It's thus. Here, this will do. Ah, repairs are finally made forward. Metal heather, mether, tinter. Take it away, living. Huh. Seems to be an indication that there is someone around here to talk to. Working out, getting prison strong. Found a sword. Nobody was using it. The Matrix rep. Ah. Now they need to go to somebody. Not that guy. He's in jail. He's a bad man. You seek a smith? And I do for you. Have some rusted armaments. Repair the bell. Ah, worthy endeavor. Especially if such a shadow as this over a white brim front. Dragoon must needs see and hear what she fights for, or their hide will go out of her. There's more than enough metal here to cast a new clapper and make the other repairs. I'll start as soon as I'm done hammering out this breastplate. Tell Sir blah 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 blah. The bell shall ring again. The bells of Notre Dame. But first you must run all the way to the top to notify the knight that you are, finished. All the way to the top. So that's the fairy blessing as I said to do. Shadows at war, hard to reach only advancing, crusade, we move as little battlefield as possible. We went frontally between the anvil of winter and the hammer of the dragons. We have been tested much and not found wanting, I believe. This is our keep and our home. It must be a measure of beauty, else it becomes a jail. Ah, that's much better than what I have. Or at least better than that. Look at all the weapons I have. I've got tons of weapons. Weapons for days. With that, I don't need to be here to actually start the dungeon. I can use a duty finder to get in there. And so, because the server's shutting down, I will cut this, I guess, slightly short. So, until next time, we'll go on the epic quest to finally reach the end and get the ship. Which will probably, I don't know, be in disrepair or have been hoarded away or be swallowed up by hell and I gotta go chase it down or something like that. I don't know. It's ridiculous. I'll see you next time.